This is my favorite type of video for me to shoot, that is the Criterion sale haul. Hey guys, welcome back to Movie Production Channel. My name is Bernardo. November have wrapped. That means it is time for me to show you what I picked up during the Criterion 50% off sale at Barnes & Noble. I got some good stack of films, but this is not my craziest haul from the previous years, like July and the previous November and the previous July, because those past sales I went above and beyond and went crazy with it. This month, this November 2022, I scaled down. I picked up, let me count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I picked up 12 Criterions in doing the November sale. So it's not as crazy as the previous hauls video that you have seen, that I picked up like giant stack of movies and I watched half of it, all that jazz. But in this video, in this haul video, it is small, reasonable size. There's 12 titles. That's still a good, a good amount of movies that I picked up. Let me show the films that I have not yet watched. Of course, in spy number order. First off is spy number 224, that is Pick Up on South Street, directed by Samuel Fuller. I still have not yet seen the 40 Guns. That's the other film from Samuel Fuller's. It's a western and starring Barbara Stanwyck. This is a film noir. I have not seen it, but looks really intriguing, and I cannot wait to watch it whenever the time comes. Pick Up on South Street. The next film is Spy 265, Shortcut, directed by Robert Altman, and I believe this is an anthology film with a great stack. I mean, you got Andy McDowell, Bruce Davison, Julianne Moore, Matthew Modine, Fred Ward, Jennifer Jason Leigh, Chris Penn, Lily Taylor, Robert Downey Jr., Madeline Shuey, Tim Robbins, Lily Tomlin, Tom Waits, Frances McDormand, Peter Gallagher, Annie Ross, Jack Lemmon, an actor I love, and directed by Robert Altman, who did The Play, which is a film I love, and Three Women is another film that I was very impressed. This is 187 minutes, so it's a long film, but I heard nothing but excellent things about this film that had me, why not get this? Even though it's a long film, I don't know when I'm going to watch this movie, but you have me with Jack Lemmon, you have me with Robert Altman, and you have me 3 hour long movies. So I'm a sucker for 3 hour long movies, so why not get this? I'm probably going to watch this soon, probably in December. But yeah, Shortcuts. Let me know your thoughts about this movie. But I cannot wait to watch Shortcuts whenever the time is right for me to watch a 3 hour long movie. This is Spine 803, that is the Manchurian Candidate. I do not know why I cannot speak the title. It's just how my brain works. I'm dumb sometimes. But this is the film starring Frank Sinatra and also Jenny Lee, as well as the late great Angela Lansbury. And this is the film directed by John Frankenheimer, a filmmaker I know little of, but the synopsis, that's what got me buying this film. It's the synopsis. It's the concept of this movie, a political thriller about this whole assassination, stopping the assassination from happening. It's just right up my alley. Yes, please. I'll check it out whenever I can. Probably soon, rather later. Yeah, this had me intrigued. Spine 860, that is Mildred Pierce starring the wonderful Joan Crawford. This is a film noir. I do not want to know what the plot of this movie is. I love the cover of this release. It always caught my eye, and it was about time for finally pick this movie up because Nathan Hale loved this movie, and that's the main reason why I want to pick this up, because I want to see it for myself and what I think of this movie, because the cover always intrigued me. And yeah, this is a film noir starring Joan Crawford. Yes, please. That's all I can say, because I have not seen this movie, obviously, but the cover just intrigued me enough for me to get this release. So yeah. This is Spy 925, that is Midnight Cowboy. The main reason why I picked this up is the Best Picture winner. This is a film starring Dustin Hoffman and John Ford, both actors I really enjoyed watching. And That's the only reason why I put this up. It's the Best Picture winner. The ultimate goal as a film fan myself is that I want to watch all the Best Picture winners as I can. That's a dream of mine. That's my goal of mine, is to watch all the Best Picture winners. Best Picture winner. And this is the Best Picture winner. I mean, I know nothing about this movie, except it's the Best Picture winner, and that is it. I blind bought this just because it's the Best Picture winner. Pretty much. But yeah, cannot wait to watch this in the month of December because I'm planning to watch some of the Best Picture winners that I have not seen in my collection, and this will be included. So that is Midnight Cowboy. This release just came out recently, and this is Spine 1160. That is Spike Lee joined Malcolm X, starring Denzel Washington. This is a film for a long time has always caught my eye, and I never got around to pick it up until now when Criterion announced it's coming to 4K in the collection. I was like, okay, it's about time, because I have always held a Blu-ray copy of Malcolm X on Best Buy in the $7 bin for the longest time, but I never got around buying it because there's other films I want to get, over Malcolm X. It's a good thing I waited this long, because here it is. It's available in the Criterion Collection in very nice digipack. This is a 4K. Spike Lee is a filmmaker I haven't got into. I've never seen any of his films, so I hope this will be a good entry point of his filmography. I know I do want to see, Do the Right Thing, Black Klansman. I forgot what the other one, the Five Bloods, I believe it was called. That was on Netflix. Yeah, I am really interested in seeing his filmography. I'm hoping I will enjoy Malcolm X. This looks, astonishing. The clip that I've seen on YouTube. Obviously Denzel Washington is a fantastic actor. So yeah, this had my interest. When this was announced it's gonna be available on Criterion, I'm like, perfect. This is my opportunity to finally pick this movie up and watch this movie for the very first time. Very nice, lavish, beautiful release by, obviously the Criterion Collection. Now we're getting to the Criterion titles that I have already watched. First up, right the bat, is Spy number 13, that is The Silence of the Lambs. I was torn between the Kino Lorber 4K release or the Criterion Blu-ray release. Obviously, I picked up the Criterion release because it's a much nicer release. It had a very thick booklet, very nice digipack packaging, like really nice packaging. This film is an incredible film that by Don Demi and starring Jodie Foster and the wonderful Anthony Hopkins, who won the Oscar for, I believe. Amazing film, very creepy, atmospheric, and just really wonderful film overall. Beautiful direction, but the performance is the highlight for sure. Just everything about this movie. The Buffalo Bill character, oh my god, the Buffalo Bill character is just still remains into my head forever. That character alone just creeped me out. I used to own the studio release, the MGM Blu release, and I sold that because I knew I want to upgrade on the Criterion edition. I'm planning to get the 4K by Kino Lorber soon. Just not now. I'm good with the Criterion release. Just an incredible film that, it's an incredible film that everybody knows what this film is. And, great performance all around. Just Anthony Hopkins is fantastic in this movie. Of course, everybody knows his performance in this film. It's just incredible and captivating and compelling, and you just cannot look away from the TV screen. I remember watching this movie for the very first time. I believe it was 2014, 13 when I first saw this movie for the first time. That it resonates me. Like, wow, after I finished watching this movie, it blew me away. And I cannot wait to revisit this film because it's been a long while that I've seen this movie. But yeah, that's The Silence of the Lambs. Finally, upgrading the Criterion release. Yeah, and also I'm really, excited to dive into the extras. But yeah, that's The Silence of the Lambs. Spy 948, and this is a wonderful film directed by Rob Reiner. As You Wish, The Princess Bride. Similar to The Silence of the Lambs, I saw my MGM Blu-ray release because I knew I want to upgrade this on Criterion in the digibook form. There you go, As You Wish. It's a very nice, really nice textured, and very nice digipack. Not digipack. This is a digibook release. So yeah, really nice. And there's a disc. Yeah, I love this movie. It's fantastic. It's wonderful. Very creative, imaginative. Bob Weiner is a fantastic filmmaker who done a lot of different films. You got a romantic comedy. When Harry Met Sally. You got a horror film with Misery. You got a fantasy film with The Prince of Bride. Bob Weiner, tackled many different genres in his filmography, which is pretty cool as a film fan. I love his filmography. It has a variety of different kind of films that he made. And The Prince of Bride is it's different from his other films. And this is a wonderful film that everybody knows about. It's just easily quotable. It's just wonderful. I have suspicion that this might get a 4K release sometime down the road, possibly a Kino Lorber, because it's an MGM title. So who knows? But it was time to upgrade into a much better edition than just a standard studio release from MGM. Yeah, The Prince of Bride is a fantastic film. Yeah. This is by number 1027, another film similar to The Prince of Bride and The Silence of the Lambs that used to own the regular MGM title. That the transfer was not the greatest, but I'm kind of glad I sold that off and get the Criterion version of The Great Escape. Great cast. Let me read you of the cast. You got Steve McQueen, James Garner, Richard Attenborough, James Donald, Charles Bronson, Donna Pleasance, and James Corbin. Great cast of a great film. Fantastic film. And I love this cover. So good. Like, this cover is excellent. I love this movie. It's great. Oh, so good. It is an almost 3 hour long movie. I never felt that one time. I was engaged watching this movie, and I cannot wait to see the transfer of this movie, because the Blu-ray that I used to own by the MGM, the transfer is not the greatest. It's it's not the greatest. Obviously the Criterion release is will be better, but Kino also just released this on 4K. I was also torn about that. I was like, but I want the Criterion more than the Kino Lorber 4K, to be honest, because I want a much better premium, prestigious release of this movie. When this was announced, I'm like, oh my god, yes. But I never got around to pick it up because at the time I still owned the MGM title. It took me this long because this release came out in 2020, so 3 years, almost 3 years. Yeah, it was finally time to sell that Blu-ray off and get this edition, and a much better definitive edition in my opinion. Yeah, I love this movie. It's great. It's a great escape movie. About teamwork, trying to escape and all that. It's a wonderful film. Everybody knows this film. It's a classic for a reason. Spine 1151, that is Sound of Metal. This is the 4K release starring the wonderful Riz Ahmed and Olivia Cook and Paul Rossi. This film is incredible. I remember like it was yesterday when I saw this movie during the pandemic time, and for the people who doesn't know, I am deaf. I have a cochlear implant that that allow me to hear and speak and all that. This film showcased our character who never born deaf, but in his life later years, I believe in the 20s, he was starting to lose his hearing, and he's becoming deaf, and it's about that struggle that he learning this new thing, this whole new world of him being deaf and all that, trying to figure out how he can be, trying to figure out that he can be the same identity as who he am while being deaf. He is a drummer as well. He is very passionate with this movie, and he had a relationship with Olivia Cook character. It's a phenomenal film that I wish this was. I believe this was nominated for Best Picture. I'm not sure. I don't remember, but man, I was rooting for Riz Ahmed to win for best actor in lead role because he is phenomenal in this movie. Yeah, a film that impacted me. Same with Coda. Both Coda and Sound of Metal impacted me in a lot of ways because I'm deaf, and I love when this was announced that it's gonna be released on Criterion. I was like, yes, I was happy. Hopefully Coda is next because I want that film in the Criterion collection. I love Sound of Metal. This has my highest recommendation. It's a wonderful film, and I cannot wait to revisit this film on 4K. Never thought I would see this film on 4K disc, let alone in Blu-ray release, because it was an Amazon Prime movie, I think. Amazon Studios film, yeah. Also, I'm really excited to check out the extras as well. I love this movie. I'm so glad this is part of the Criterion Collection because it is well deserved. Next up is Spine 1155. That is Cure, directed by Kiyoshi Kurosawa. This is the same director who did Pulse, which is available in the Arrow video release, which I still need to pick it up and I still need to check this one out. But when this was announced, I'm like, yes, finally, because I've been hearing a lot of things about this film that had me on my radar for quite some time, and it finally got a great Blu-ray release here in America. And I love this cover, and it's a great atmospheric, eerie detective movie that just floored me. I don't want to get into detail because this is the type of film this is the type of film that you have to see cold and blind, knowing nothing about this movie. Is brilliant. Everything about this movie is brilliant. The direction, the cinematography, the performances, the story kept me captivated, and it's very compelling to watch. It's a very unique detective film with a very unique antagonist. Wow. This film, for me, after watching Cure, I really want to check out Pulse so badly. I just never got around picking up the Arrow video, edition of Pulse because it's always been the back burner for me. I do not know why, but Cure is fantastic. Fantastic. It's wonderful. It's disturbing. It is gruesome. It's brutal. The imagery that this film is shown is like a painting, but a very frightening painting, if you will. It's fantastic. This has my highest recommendation. Cure is fantastic. Now, last but not least, I say the best for last because this is a monumental release. I think you know what it is. This is Spine 1161. Wally. When this was announced, it was a big mic drop. We did not expect this announcement. It came out of nowhere. I thought it was a fake, false, that's not true. I thought this was a fan art, a fan art, that's it. But I received an email from Criterion and that they announced this is coming to the Criterion Collection. I was shocked, but yet happy at the same time. This is so weird holding a Criterion release that is a Disney Pixar film. This could be the first of many, collaboration between Disney, Pixar, and Criterion. I mean, we might get an Up Criterion release, or Ratatouille, or even a Toy Story trilogy. Who knows? But I think Wally is perfect. It's a beautiful film, directed by Andrew Stanton. This is a 4K release, by the way. I love this movie. It is paying homage to the silent film. It's a wonderful film. It's beautifully animated. It's a beautiful story, very simple, no dialogue. Wally is a wonderful character. I cannot wait to watch this movie on a Criterion disc, which is going to be crazy because it's going to be weird for me to see a Criterion logo and then a Walt Disney logo and then the Pixar logo at the same time. It's going to be weird. It's a weird feeling. It is weird seeing in the box cover art in the back. There's a Criterion logo, Pixar logo, and a Disney logo all at the same time. This is a monumental release, and we finally get another animated movie in the Criterion Collection. I believe the last animated movie in the Criterion Collection is Fantastic Planet, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, but we have the fourth animated film in the collection, and that is animated. We have Fantastic Mr. Fox, Watership Down, and Fantastic Planet. Now we have Wally. I'm so happy. You have no idea how monumental this film is. This release is. I mean, who knows? We might get other Disney films in the Criterion Collection. We got an amazing cover. I love this cover. Amazing packaging overall, and an amazing booklet. Like what it released. Like I love this movie. It's my top 5 favorite Pixar movie of all time. Up is still my number 1. And the fact that Wally is now part of the Criterion Collection release is so strange, yet it's real. Like, it feels like a dream. Like, this is a dream. But it's not. Like, I'm holding it. It's real. But yeah, I love this movie. It's been a while since this movie, but I love this movie. I've seen it many times. I saw it in theaters, when it was originally came out in 2008. Yeah, I was 9 years old. Yeah, this was a day one purchase. I got this the same day I got Malcolm X. I had to get both in the same day. But yeah, Wally man. This had stacked of extra. We have 3 discs, like I showed you. 2 of them are Blu-ray, one of them is a 4K disc. There's 2 audio commentaries, one featuring Santon and the other character was supervised by Bill Wise. Yeah. And they have new programs on Santa's cinematic influence and production designer Ralph Eggleston called Script. We have Tour of the Pixar Living Archive with Stanton behind the scenes look. The Pixar Story, a documentary by Leslie Iwerks. More than a dozen documentaries from the film production and robots. I mean, this release is loaded, and it's a great film that truly deserves to be part of the Criterion Collection. I'm so happy. It's in my hands. I'm holding it right now. Wally man. What a great way to end this whole video with a banger. That is Wally. There you have it, guys. That's everything what I picked up in the Criterion 50% of sale during the month of November. I hope you enjoyed this video. Have a great day. Take care.